Hello Terraria enthusiasts, my name is James and welcome back to ChippysCouch. Wow, that new intro mod sounds way better than the first one we showed. So much more realistic, more lifelike, more clearer. Nah, don't worry, that was actually me in the intro. But it is becoming a bit of a mind game around here. People clicking on the episode, not really knowing if it's me or if it's a mod. Wow, that new intro mod, the one with the setup for the episode, sounds way better than what we had before. Hey, welcome back. It's really me this time. Hi. Welcome back to ChippysCouch. Today we're back for another round of our summoning adventure. And in today's episode, we're going to take a bit of a left turn from what we said we would do in the previous episode, which is now today. Hey, I don't know why I made that complex. Somehow that worked. But what are we doing? So in the last episode, I spoke about the fact that the next boss I want to do is the Perforators. So for those that have never played Calamity before, the Perforators is a Crimson alternative of the Hive Mind. Now, I usually find time to do this in a Calamity Let's Play. I think the past two series I've had to do the exact same thing though, which is why I'm actually going to take a bit of a left turn. So usually what I do is I will go to a Crimson world, I'll steal a bunch of blocks, and I'll build upon my little island, which is this island over here. Because this island is added in so that you can do the Perforators and get some of the biome-specific loot. However, with all the setup it requires, I really just kind of don't want to do it. So I'm going to take a left turn, and instead, we're going to do a new ChippysCouch tradition, which is going to be the Old Ones Army. That's right. The saga is making a comeback, and I can't be more happier about it. But this is the fork in the road where we need to decide how we're going to play this mod. So, here's the fork in the road. Number one, we stick to pure summoner, which means you can only have summoning weapons, summoning accessories, and like an extra summon through this, right? There is an alternative. We could go summoner with the inclusion of something like this, the Crimson Rod or the Nimbus Rod. So I think a big factor for that will be, depending on like how scaled we are at certain points in the game, I reckon we could, you know, go back and forth on it, change our mind a little bit. But that's what I'm thinking. So yeah, we're doing Old Ones Army today. I am really pumped for it. Like, I got such a taste for it in Featherworthy. Now I want to bring it back. Now I want to see what it's like as an actual 1.3.5 summoner. Because when we did it before, we did it as a mage, right? Did we do it as a mage? I'm pretty sure we did. I actually can't remember for the life of me what weapon we used for tier 1. I can remember like all the setup for the final 2 tiers, but yeah, tier 1, can't remember it. I wish I did, but I really don't. But here's what I'm thinking. So we're going to go into this with regen, swiftness, iron skin, and I feel kind of guilty about this. I don't really know, but I think I'm going to go for summoning as well. And I'll tell you why. Summoning is not necessarily too hard of a buff to get into. All you need to do is fish in the jungle for those honeyfin fish. I think that's what they're called. It's really not that bad. I remember when I did my 1.4 summoner run, I got them quite easily, like really early on in the game. So I don't feel too bad about it. But I guess I should say, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. For those that don't know, because a lot of you don't know, because I get comments about it a lot, we don't have Thanksgiving in England. Thanksgiving is for Americans giving thanks for, is it the establishment of America? Is it something to do with, I can't remember, and I wouldn't want to use the wrong terminology, but I'm pretty sure I've got a good grasp on what Thanksgiving is. But I don't celebrate it, of course, but I know a lot of you are Americans, so happy Thanksgiving. I hope you're having a wonderful day, whatever it is. If I was celebrating Thanksgiving, I know exactly what I would be doing, all right? Thanksgiving has a meal, okay? I know that much. So here's what I would do. I would see some famalam, I would eat the meal, and then I'm back to my room, right? Because that's what I love. I'd be back to my room, I'd be having a drink, I'd be playing some games. That's how I like to spend a festive night. right? At the very end of the night, sometimes on Christmas, sometimes on Boxing Day, that's what I do. I chill in my room, I pour a festive drink, because I always get gifted alcohol at Christmas, and I just enjoy games. So hopefully, you know, hopefully you're having a good day. I hope it's a good day. So what I'm doing now is I am basically making a flat area, right? We just need somewhere that's flat and smooth and ready to go. Doesn't need too many bells and whistles, but we're going to very quickly find out if we are ready for this or not with summons. The only thing is right now we're using Calamity summons, which, quite honestly, you know, and this is a limitation of Tmod Loader as well, doesn't have the best AI, right? We can't blame it because it's whatever, right? It's whatever. But we are, I reckon, probably more powerful than a 1.4 counterpart, but we don't have the whips, right? And what's a man without a whip? I don't know. Knock off Indiana Jones just doesn't feel right. What would that be? Would that be Nathan Drake? Would that be Nathan Drake, knock off Indiana Jones without a whip? I guess he has a whip in the later games, doesn't he? I've seen the trailers. Looks amazing. I haven't played Nathan Drake yet. I actually started up the collection again. It's so funny that, like, last year or whatever, when I was talking about the Nathan Drake games, and I, like, cleaned out all my PlayStation 4 and stuff, like, I couldn't run them on my old PlayStation 4 because it was too loud. And I've been playing it on PlayStation 5, and I remembered that it's a PlayStation 3 game. That's what was going on, so I don't know. Okay, right, let me flatten this out and then we'll get to it. Oh, so something I should bring up. It's a little bit mad in Britain today. So for those all around the world that don't know how it works in England, don't worry about it. I'll fill you in. Right now, we're in lockdown, right? Lockdown basically means don't meet up with anybody, try not to go out, essential shopping. You know the gist, right? But we found out today where our where we would sit after we come out of lockdown. That's a better way of phrasing it, depending on where you live. And it turns out that I'm like the highest here, right? And most of Britain is. I think it's like 50% of the population is. So it's so funny that I'm coming out of lockdown, basically going into another lockdown. But it's fine. It basically means, for me, I can't meet up with my family, which is a shame. But hey, it is what it is. But shops are open, so my plan is, because I've already done the bulk of my Christmas shopping, my plan is head out, try support some local businesses, like get some kind of like, I don't know, handmade stuff like that, and then retreat back to the room and wait for it all to blow over. But yeah, I think the way it works is we're in like the highest tier, and then a couple of days before Christmas, we're allowed to like meet up with a few families or something like that. I don't know. Follow your local guidance. Half of you watching this don't have the same guidance. Don't worry about it. Just don't get your facts from me, right? Unless it's Terraria facts and there's 50 of them in a digestible video. Leave it out, all right? Leave it out. Let me just fill in this area real quick, and then we should actually be good to go for the setup. And I tell you what, it's not a bad time to start this. Not at all. Like, where are we at? 2 o'clock? 2 o'clock, not bad, not bad. That's actually all right. So I ended up taking yesterday off. I took it off for 2 reasons, actually. Number one, I started practicing a little bit of Minecraft. That was good fun, but I'm just going to be real with you. Oh my god, I find the game so boring. I wish I didn't. I think it's single player. I do, and I think it's the lack of mods. But I need to relearn vanilla to enjoy mods, and I'm just like, like I wanna skip it. But I found out that I don't need to practice the way I was gonna practice, because it's already been announced on Chippy Gaming. But I'm gonna be part of the Minecraft Championship, Jingle Jam Edition. So it's the Minecraft Championship with the same people running it, same games, same set of rules, blah blah blah. But it's gonna be Jingle Jam contestants. So all of the Yogscast, RT Game, Spiff and Brit, basically just a bunch of great people who I've had the pleasure of meeting. It's really nice. I feel very honoured to be invited because it is only Yogscast, but they've added a little bit on the side, which is like very close friends of the Yogscast. So it is a bloomin' honour. But that's where I'm at with that. But yeah, I found out I can practice on a server, which they've already set up for us. So at least I can do that. But very kind. People were actually messaging me tips straight away. And I've actually listened to a lot of them. Okay. Spawn in a few of these danks. So we got 4 danks, basically. 4 danks. We got 4 danks, we got a guard, and a Fungulus Clumpulus. And the Fungulus Clumpulus is probably the best item we could have ever gotten. Now, I imagine tier 1 will not be too bad. So what we've got to do is we've got to find a way. This is the issue. We can't really balance out 2 sides equally. We just have to spend a little bit of time there, come over here, and hope that the Dankus Stankus and the Fungulus Clumpulus does a good job. I tell you what, it does feel very nice to have all my Christmas presents already organised. I only have a few left, but families are pretty much done and dusted. It's nice. It is nice. Usually, I do not do it in advance. Not this far. Usually, like, I'm buying presents on Christmas Eve still. I'm not a very organised person. Oh, I should have said, so the other reason I actually took a day off is because I was actually feeling very stressed. I had a project, which I can't talk about, unfortunately, but it had a deadline. Now, the deadline was easy to meet, right? Very easy to meet. And I met the deadline. No biggie, right? It's all good. But, oh, I just woke up that day just feeling extremely anxious. And then even, like, having met the deadline, I still felt like I had a deadline. I think it always goes back to school. I used to hate having deadlines in school. I'd always want to get them out of the way as soon as possible. So I just had that, basically. But yeah, I love it's weird because I hate the anxiety of a deadline, but I love the pressure of a deadline. I do. I thrive on it. It's like the Terraria trailer. That was all made under a deadline, and because the deadline was, hey, we got to show this at E3. You got to get it ready, and it made it better. It's weird. It's weird. But that's why I took a day off. I thought, you know what, I should probably just relax. And I tell you what. I hate to call it boring, but as boring as vanilla Minecraft single player is, which I do realize, like, I definitely do need to add stuff to it. It is extremely relaxing. Extremely relaxing. So it felt very good to play something like that. I've also been really enjoying Call of Duty, surprisingly. I wasn't actually going to buy the latest edition, and then I got it because of the PlayStation 5, and I've been having a lot of fun. I feel like I'm 13 again. Like, I feel like I'm just I don't know, it's weird to get excited about a game that I don't necessarily care about, or I didn't think I would. But it's been good. I've been playing like a round or two, doing some work, playing a round or two, doing some work. Trying not to get too into it, basically. Okay, so as you can see, the Dankus Stankus is doing a really fine job. We're on wave 3, though. So let's keep in mind, we're on wave 3, and this is where we're at. Now, what I would like to see is the damage between the crabs and the Dankus Stankus, because, oh, I just realized, oh my god, how did I forget? I didn't buy a weapon. That is a really good reason why why I'm like actually paranoid. All right, let's see the difference between the crabs, because what we're looking at here is AI that doesn't need to. Oh, that is way better. Yeah, I was gonna say, the good thing about the crabs is that yeah, when they hit, they hit. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought crabs would have been carrying us? I really thought crabs were heading in the bin. I really didn't believe that they would last this long. I feel bad. I feel like the crabs should have had a name long before, not knowing that we would use them so often. All right, so this is where the crabs come short, all right? This is where the Dankus Stankus needs to come out, because the Dankus Stankus can at least deal with these enemies. So maybe we'll get these killed first, and then we'll swap over to the crabs again. I've run out of mana. I don't know why, but I keep forgetting to take mana crystals, and it's not a good idea. It ain't a good idea. We need to remember what's going on. Oh, so I asked you lot. I asked you lot how to take down the turrets in the Calamity planet. I really hope I left that clip in, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm just like, did I actually leave that in? Anyway, I asked you lot, and I didn't see a single response. If you did comment and let me know, I apologize, but I don't know why, I just never saw it. And I read pretty much every comment, and for some reason, I don't know what went on. Right, maybe YouTube was just like, the word turret sounds a little intimidating. We'll get rid of that. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. All right, if we can just defeat the mage, we've technically won. Where's the mage at? All right. Can we get the mage? Oh, my God. Look at that. Look at that. Christ, that mage is dying quick. Come on. Come on, mage. All right. So there we go. I think I won that, technically. I guess I didn't, because I didn't get the medals. So, wait. Yeah, alright, let's... Oh, summons a pet dragon. Don't mind if I do. Alright, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to sleep, and we're going to get to the 3rd tier again. But then what's going to happen is, at the 3rd tier... Sorry, no, we're going to get a weapon. We're going to sleep, get a weapon. Do it again. But yeah, the good thing is, because we've got the weapon and such, it's going to be better. It's going to be better. Thank you, sir. Yeah, which one do we go with? I guess Flame Burst to mix things up, to kind of lead into the last saga. Alright, let's have a little kip. Oh, that's good. That's good. One thing you lot did point out in the last episode, which is so funny, like, I didn't really think about it all that much, is that for you lot, you have Dollar Tree, right? Dollar Tree, dollar store, you know, holla holla, spend $1. That's their rhyme, right? We have Poundland. And that really seems ridiculous now that I've heard it out loud. Poundland. Just doesn't sound right. But Poundland is the bomb.com. It's actually pretty legit. You're a kid, you get a quid. You're on it. So yeah, we have Poundland, we have Pound Store. I don't think we have quid anything. The good thing about our Poundland in Britain is that they've adapted with the times, right? It used to be, you hop into a Poundland, everything was a pound. Everything. It was the meme to ask a cashier how much it was, but everything was an actual pound. Sound as a pound. From Toblerone to a can of Coke to a Red Bull to magnets for a fridge. It was a pound or a squid. But now they've adapted to the time, so it's like you go in and it's like, this is £5. So it's like, it's still a pound, it's still all rounded up. You've got the squids to spend. That's the shop. But yeah, that's my TED talk. All right, let's get to the Dark Mage anyway. So I know I said I would cut it back when we got to the Dark Mage. I just got so much I want to talk about. When you take a day off, it really kind of like, you just got a lot to say. One thing I wanted to say is I don't know if you watch both channels. I think a lot of you are watching the Chippy Gaming channel now. The reaction to the content change has been exactly what I wanted. And I wanted to just acknowledge it. It's gone the exact way I wanted it. Like, people are still watching despite the lack of, like, I'm not playing Terraria as much. It's more reactionary. And the feedback is amazing. It's really heartwarming. I feel incredibly lucky because I know that is how I'm going to pivot away from just being only Terraria long term for the main channel. Here on ChippysCouch, I feel like we've got everything under wraps no matter what. But Chippy Gaming is the channel that I was extremely worried about. So I don't know. I feel very honoured. It's been going good. My God. My God. The love has been incredible. Nobody said I couldn't bounce on one of these, right? Nobody said it. Science said it couldn't be done. I disagree. I've got to be careful of fall damage. So, could you imagine losing this to fall damage? Come on. Bop on the head. Bop on the head. That's the pro strat. All this time I didn't even realize. It's Goomba stomping. Alright, so this should be Dark Mage time. We're going to hone in on the Dark Mage. We're going to slap down 2 of these bad boys. Second she spawns in. Where's she at? Where's she at? Is it even a she? I don't know, to be honest. I really don't know. Okay, bop. Where are you at? Dark Mage? I feel like Dark Mage is a little bit shy today. Doesn't want to reveal itself. Come on. Alright, Dark Mage is over here. Alright, bop. Come on. Let's get it bopped. Man, I missed boss cursor so much. Let me get rid of these crabs and spawn them in here. Let's get him homed in. Right. Let's give the Dark Mage a little bopping. Right. Give her a little bopping. She's good. And there you go. That's how you win. That was a fun detour. That was a really fun detour. Look at that. The saga lives on. Let's go. That was good. I really enjoyed that. What a fun little, like, I don't know if this is a full episode, I guess. What is that? What are you? What even is that? I don't know. Oh, that was really fun. I really did enjoy that. So next is Queenus Beneus. Queenus Beneus. Okay, let's go have a little look for a Queenus Beneus bio. Oh, Christ. No, the episode is almost done. All right, maybe we can squeeze it in. I don't know. How are we feeling? Is it a good one? I feel like today was a really good episode. I feel like I got to get a lot off my chest. It was nice. It was real fun. Been a real good one. All right, I'm going to swap over, though, from those bad boys to these. I guess what we do is, yeah, should we look? Should we? I don't know. God, I've explored so little in here. There's so many upgrades to make. Oh yeah, that was one thing. I needed to make my Oh no, never mind. I made it. All right, okay. Yeah, let's. I'm trying to like talk myself into it. Let's go have a look. I'm gonna bring a Danger Sense and Hunter, just to make it a little bit easier. It's worth the moolah, I would say. So so how many of these Defender medals do we need? I can't remember. I'm gonna have to wiki gang it up in a minute, so I can check. But basically, the idea is we can just keep going with the events. That's my plan. And if we want to keep going with the events, we're gonna need these permanent sentries regardless. So even though we're not going to be using them because our Calamity summons are going to be better, it adds to the hybrid of the class, which I quite like. All right, so so far, no luck, which is fine. You know, I did expect to find one a little bit quicker, only because I feel like because we haven't like disturbed any biome, I thought there would be a good few in the area. But yeah, my idea is that the Danger Sense will show the honey, and then the honey will lead to good things. To good things. Man, I really do love honey. I do. Could you imagine? Could you imagine like the company honey are just like, we'll take that clip. We'll take that. We'll add that to a brand deal. Oh yeah, let me just install that. I actually do really like the browser honey, right? There's my ad deal out the window. They'll never hire me. I've already said it, but I do really like it. Oh, there's a laboratory. Okay. Okay. This got interesting. All right. But yeah, honey's great. Good for the throat, good for everything. Need to stick to the floor. A little bit of honey. Oh my god, I really like these. I really like them a lot. There was something in there, wasn't there, that we could use at a certain point. So I guess it's good that we've got more. So there was dubious plating and mysterious circuitry. I'm going to rely on you lot to yell at me. When it comes time to actually use the stuff in here. Because I really can't remember. So I want to know. Wow, just so much loot. I'll leave that. Good stuff. All right, so I think for today we'll wrap it up there. Pretty smooth episode. Very smooth indeed. Very, very smooth. A really fun episode. So, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it, so you probably enjoyed watching it. Give the video a big fat thumbs up if you really enjoyed it. Subscribe if you are new. Thank you as always to our couch enthusiasts that are rolling by on screen right now. And remember, you only have a couple of days to pick up the merch. The merch is only available for that time, by the way, and I don't think it'll ever come back, which is the nature of everything that I do. I say I'm going to do something, it never returns. But it's only available for a few days, and it arrives before Christmas. People that have actually ordered it have already had it arrived. I've been seeing pictures of mugs, of shirts. Game Raiders even ordered a shirt. My family have all got shirts, and they've sent me photos, and it's adorable. And also very humbling. Okay. See you in the next one, guys. Peace.